London feared a lot of men, but none more than the twins who ruled the streets like kings. Reggie and Ronnie Kray didn't just run the East End. They controlled it with charm, violence, and a reputation that stretched far beyond the alleys they grew up in. Their story begins in post-war London, a place rebuilding from rubble. Kids played in broken streets, families struggled to survive, and the Kray twins learned quickly that power didn't come from rules. It came from fear. Even as teenagers, they were impossible to ignore. Fighters, unstoppable, and loyal only to each other. By their 20s, London's underworld didn't just respect them, it bent around them. The brothers opened nightclubs filled with celebrities, politicians, musicians, and anyone who wanted to feel dangerously close to the men who ran the city from the shadows. Photographers loved them, journalists admired them, and the public couldn't decide whether they were icons or threats. But behind the polished suits and perfectly staged smiles, their empire grew on intimidation. Protection rackets, extortion, debt collection with no second chances. The Krays made sure every business in the East End paid them, or disappeared. Ronnie was unpredictable, explosive, and capable of violence without a moment's warning. Reggie, colder and quieter, made decisions with precision, the kind of calm that frightened people even more. Together, they were unstoppable. Their rivals knew the truth. You didn't go to war with the twins, because the twins never stopped. In the 1960s, their power hit its peak. They were dining with movie stars one night and settling scores in back rooms the next. London was changing, but the Krays refused to change with it. Their methods stayed the same, fast, brutal, and absolute. One night inside a crowded club, a man named George Cornell crossed their path. Hours later, he'd be lying dead on the floor. Witnesses vanished. Statements changed. And the Kray brothers walked right through the storm untouched. That was the moment London realized. The twins weren't just criminals. They were untouchable. But power like that never lasts forever. Detectives began digging deeper. Whispers turned into testimonies. Old loyalties cracked. And in the early morning streets of London, police finally moved in, determined to shatter the empire the Krays built brick by brick. For the first time in their lives, the twins couldn't talk their way out. Their fame couldn't protect them. Their fear couldn't silence everyone. The walls closed in, and the brothers who once ruled the city were now sitting alone in interrogation rooms, faces blank, futures sealed. Their downfall came not from a rival, but from the weight of their own legend. Even behind bars, their names echoed across London. People still argued about them. Were the Krays villains, heroes, protectors of the East End, or the men who destroyed it? History remembers them differently depending on who you ask. But one thing is undeniable. Reggie and Ronnie Kray left a mark on London that will never fade. They weren't just gangsters. They were the twins who rewrote the rules of power and paid the price for it. This is Criminal Minds, where we uncover the truth behind the world's most infamous legends.